Whoa, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. And here we are now looking over. Let me turn on the lights here. Lights are turned on, so let's go ahead and look at what our next little project is for the Lowrider S. Here we have the Kraus Kickback 10-inch risers. Now this is what came with it. I already unboxed it, but here's, so we have the risers. There is no you can't feed the wires through these risers, unlike the other risers. I guess because they're probably kickbacks. I'm not sure, but there's no inner tubing feeding of the wires. They all go inside right here in the middle. Okay, so this is what came with this kit. They give you bushings, or I guess these are like the good and tights. So that's pretty nice of them. And they sent 2 colors, or I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to figure that out once I start installing it. But they have black ones, and they have this aluminum finish. So that's pretty nice of them. These are the 10-inch Kraus Kickback. I believe it's an 1.5-inch kickback. So another reason why I wanted to get these kickbacks, because I already have a hard time reaching the bars the way that it sits on the stock. So let's see how this one helps out with my T-Rex arms. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. And this was purchased off of Speed Kings. I usually buy my stuff with GetLowered, but Speed Kings, they gave me a 10% discount, so that's why I went with them. But they also charged me for the shipping, so I believe it was a saving. I saved maybe about $50. And anyways, let's move on, because there were some other issues with that. And I also purchased the kit from Speed Kings as well, since I already got the risers. Now this is the 14-inch kit, because once you calculate the bars themselves, because I'm using the stock ones, that's 3.5 inches. So 10 inches here plus 3.5 inches equals 14 inches. So, and this kit looks pretty nice. I've seen some of them where you would have to solder them, or maybe you would have to needle them back into the connectors, but this looks like it's a plug and play kit. Look at that. So this looks like this plugs into from the stock, and then this, and then these plug into your old wires. So this should be, everything should be in this kit, and electronically. So throttle by wire, all your signal lights, all the other stuff, all that stuff you need, it's all in here. And I like how Speed Kings went ahead and they made it so simple for me to just plug and play, and I don't have to be soldering or trying to figure all that other stuff out. They also gave me a brake line, you can see it in there, and they also gave me the connectors for the master cylinder. And I believe this one down here, this is for the block that goes on that goes underneath. So everything's there. Now this is what they sent me, and so this is the kit for the Lowrider S 14-inch overall bar height. Alright, and what I was expecting from the cable, I guess I was expecting, because I'm not sure, maybe people on YouTube can probably figure this out, or maybe somebody knows what the parts are, but from what I've seen, I believe 2 other YouTubers, all they had to do was swap out the clutch line, the top from the adjuster, or the clutch tube cover. So I'm not sure. This is what Speed King sent me, and this looks like it's the old school regular. I would have to get into the cover, the clutch cover, and I'm not sure. I'll probably keep on looking online, see if I could find something that's just the top connector, or maybe this probably comes off. I don't know. Maybe I could just remove the top half, which is this part right here. Maybe I could probably remove this and then just connect the top half to my existing clutch line, because I don't want to get into the side cover, the clutch assembly side cover. But just in case if I can't figure it out, I went ahead and I bought some other parts that are also, I believe, required apart from the kit that they give you here. So just like this one, I didn't see any copper crusher washers for the brake lines, because I mean, you probably want to get that new, kind of like your exhaust ports, the gaskets. You want to replace them whenever you install new ones. So this is what you get from Speed King's, the kit, and you also get this little old school clutch adjuster cover for it too. But yeah, so this is also supposed to be a 14-inch overall bar height for the brake line, which is inside, and then the clutch line, which is right here. And the stuff that I went ahead and I purchased on the side that does not come with this kit is the gasket right here. So this is that gasket for the clutch cover, and this was about $5, but got it on at the Harley-Davidson dealership. So from what I've heard or read, whenever you remove that gasket, you always put in a new one. So that's why I went ahead and I got this, just in case if I can't figure out how to change just the top clutch assembly. And another thing that I went ahead and I also got is new washers, also at Harley-Davidson. But I mean, these you could probably just buy them anywhere, and I believe these were about $2 a piece, and you could probably buy a whole kit at Amazon for about the same price that I paid for these at the dealership. So altogether, these additional pieces right here, this was about $8. Nah, yeah, I believe $8, $9. I mean, these might be a little bit under $2, but yeah. So these are the and there's two, because right here to this piece, I guess it's the banjo, or I can't remember what they call it, but that kind of goes on each side right here, and then that crushes and it gives you a good seal so that you don't have any air leaks. Alright, so that's the stuff that I still had to purchase, which isn't that bad. I mean, the kit gives you pretty much everything. There's kits online that will run you about $400, $500. So I believe this is a pretty good deal, and I like kind of the finish, and I mean, it looks like it's pretty much factory stock with these connectors that they have here. So it should be pretty easy. I haven't installed them yet, but let's see what happens. And then the stuff that I didn't have, I went ahead and I purchased one of these Mighty Vacs. I'm gonna try to bleed the brakes myself, and I'll post up some. I'll probably separate these videos somehow. I'll upload a full video, and then I'll probably upload sections of it to kind of just help people find if they just need the clutch line, or if they just need the brake line, or if they just need the bleeding. Then it's all there. And I also got this other one here. This is a syringe. Now this one's half the price of this one up here, but what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bleed the brake from the bottom using this one, and then remove whatever brake fluid is coming on top with this other one. So that's why I went ahead and I got both of them. And if you have these tools, then that's great. You don't have to acquire another purchase. This was about $20. This was $10, so it was about $35 apart from the stuff that I have here. And then of course, if you don't have the snap ring pliers, we'll see how this works out. This is another kit. I believe this was about $24 on Amazon. Another good deal. You can't go wrong. And then you have these tools for life. And And that's usually what ends up happening. People will be, hey, you have this, you have that, and yeah, I got it. But just don't lend out your tools, because then you'll never see them again. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Even with just purchasing the tools yourself, you're still saving yourself a lot of money. I got quoted by the dealership, I believe $1,100 for them to install these risers and do all this other stuff. And I believe that was just labor, because even the parts were they were for the kickbacks, the risers, they were selling them for close to $800, and I got these on Speedy Kings for about $550. And then this right here was another about $240, $300. So overall, from not buying it with the dealership, I was able to save myself quite a bit of money. And of course, if you're doing it yourself, that's good. And if you have any questions, such as, you know, what parts to get, you could go off of my setup here. These kits are usually overall bar height, so it's not based off of the riser that you have. So just read that carefully. You don't want to get short cables and then installing them, and halfway through it you have to order it and wait another 2 to 3 weeks, especially right now with COVID-19. It's delaying everything. And you could go to the dealership. A lot of them, they have these parts, so I'll have to probably call my dealership and ask them if they have just the top clutch, and I'll probably post that somewhere in the comments, or give that in the description after, or when I'm installing these new parts on the lowrider S. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, thanks.